The three-day Congress with ministers, sponsors, and engineers from 4 Caribbean countries, namely Jamaica, Barbados, Suriname, and Guyana, is expected to foster discussions towards transformational changes in the road and transportation sectors. Minister of Public Infrastructure David Patterson said that modernizing Guyana's public infrastructure warrants the support of 2 other key sectors in the country's economy.
Not only should our infrastructure support our emerging oil and gas sector, but should continue to support and sustain our growing agricultural and mining sectors, and our small and medium-sized enterprises that create jobs and support our livelihood. This is what drives modernization as we embrace the objective of our Green State Development Strategy.
Representative from the Inter-American Development Bank, Ms. Sophie McKinnon, said that countries in Latin America and the Caribbean would need to invest more in infrastructure to close the obvious gaps.
The IDB estimates that in order to close the infrastructure gap in the region, investment in infrastructure will have to increase, and by region I mean Latin America and the Caribbean, will have to increase by 150 million to 250 million per year. How do we close the gap? A few responses, a few ideas. First response that comes into mind is, of course, injection of new resources. But the public sector alone could not support these figures, which implies that significant private sector participation would be needed. The public sector indeed still accounts for almost 2/3 of infrastructure investment in the private sector, more prominent in certain economies but very few. Several key barriers could reduce the likelihood of private investment in sustainable infrastructure.
The technical aspects of the Congress, which will be facilitated over the next 2 days, will place much focus on diagnosing road safety risks and mainstreaming road safety into road design and management. Other topics to be discussed by the regional representatives are sustainable pavement design and management, weather resilient infrastructure, and road sector leadership. The first IPF Regional Caribbean Congress was held in Jamaica in 2012. Tamika Rodney reporting for HGP Nightly News.